Alright people, so I was just doing a whole video with the red light on. Red is stop. Okay, I'm not having a good day so far. Yesterday, I took the key out of my daughter's car and I gave it back to her so she could put her sister's key back on the key ring. Well, I forgot I put the car in reverse. We were in a driveway. We weren't going anywhere. And I took the key out of the ignition and I gave it to her. And she's like, Mom, the car's moving. And I'm like, oh shit, the car's moving. So, I had to put on the brake, and luckily we would have just rolled back into a parking spot in her complex. So we wouldn't have hit anything, but I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm like looking at the red thinking I'm videotaping, and it kept going to my home screen. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, so I wasn't videotaping. So anyway, we're off to a good start. But my video was about the N95 mask that the government was going to send out. So I'm going to do a fast video because I think I have 10 minutes till my appointment. So the thing that's good, okay, the government wants to send out free. I think it's 3, the number 3 or 4. But I thought it was, I looked online, I think it said 3. Even though initially I thought it was 4. But maybe 4 is the tests that they're sending out through the mail. Which, why couldn't they do that with the masks? I don't understand. But, so they're going to give possibly 3 free N95 masks. Okay? So you can pick them up at Walgreens, CVS, Jewel, Walmart. There was a whole list of stores I saw online. You can look online. There's an article, just Google it. Who distributes the free government N95 masks, because there was a lot of stores I didn't know, I've never heard of, so they're probably different parts of different states, parts of the country, or the United States. So look that up. However, what I didn't like, it was select stores. So let's say Walgreens is by me. There's 103 Walgreens by me. But let's say the Walgreens that is the select store is like 10 miles away. Okay, that would piss me off. And then a limited supply, that pisses me off. Okay, because, if anything's free, everybody and their brother wants it just because it's free. And some people might take it and sell it, that don't really need it. Some people don't want to wear those masks because they are kind of restrictive. I have diabetes and lupus and autoimmune, so I definitely do need the masks. I don't buy the N95s because I think I've seen them for $25 before, and I'm kind of cheap, so I don't want to spend that much. So these are old masks. I did order them on KN95s on Amazon, but these were cheap ones I got from China on wish.com. This was the last one I have of that. It's not very pretty. It's got the metal thing here. But, so I've always worn a KN95. But now I'm wearing the surgical and the KN95 because I'm double masking. So now they say the surgical gives you protection for what, 12 hours or something? And the KN95 gives you protection for what, 74 hours? So wearing both, what am I, protected for like a month? I don't know. But I just double protect. So, but that's what pisses me off about the government, that it's a select stores. So now you got to go like on a Where's Waldo, or what was that game where the people would take was it Pokemon or Pikachu, where they would go to different places and try to take the pictures, and people would cross the street and get hit by cars. And I mean, that was just, I feel like it's that kind of game, like Where's Waldo. So everybody and their brothers are going to be going all over the fucking place. I've called two places. I learned my lesson. No one in I've called CVS and I called Walgreens. The guy at Walgreens seemed quite annoyed, so I guess people were calling. The people at CVS was like a hotline, and they didn't know anything. And, they kept sending me to automative voice. And I kept saying, they were like, what do you want? And I'm like, say what your question is. Like, do you distribute free government N95 COVID masks? We don't understand. Say your question again. So I worded it like 5 fucking different times. Okay, so that didn't go so well. So forget calling places. At least that was my experience, my intuition. No one knows a fucking thing. They're not coming out till this week or next week anyway. Full blown in February, they say. But I think it's going to be kind of chaotic. And then everybody's going to get mad and all that kind of shit. So why don't they just send them like they're doing the tests? Okay, that's number one. Number two, it would have been just fucking more easy. Or easier. More easy. I don't think that's a good sentence. But easier. If you just send people maybe $50. Okay, to buy, let's say if they were $25 a pop for 2 N95s, which is like the highest grade of masks for protection, send everybody a $50 check. You know, do it like with the taxes, like with the stimulus check. Send that out quickly. People buy a mask, they buy a mask. If they don't, that's their own fucking fault. You know what I mean? Yeah, they did it the cheaper way, limited supply. I mean, how are we gonna know that they bought 400 million? You know, who's the accountant on this? Who's keeping track of this? I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist or doubt Biden or you know, anything, but it seemed like there would have been a better way. Either mail them like you're doing the free antigen rapid test, or send everybody a fucking $50 check to get the mask themselves. But then again, we'd be in the thing with the no toilet paper or no Lysol. You know, it's just a fucking mess. It's just a fucking mess. Let me see what time it is. So that's all I had to say about that. You leave your comments below what you think. I'm going in now. I have to get my last physical for the Secretary of State for if I do go back to driving a school bus. I talked to my disability lawyer again, if you've seen my disability posts, because if I do go back, I'm going to lose my health insurance if I make more than $200. And you know, I need my insulin and everything. So that's another thing. I called the government program, healthcare.gov. I think it's part of Obama, but I'm not quite sure what it's part of. Sorry, I'm just getting ready. Hopefully you can hear me. So I called and I explained the situation. You know, I'm on Medicaid and I'm going to lose it because I'm going to be over the limit by $200. And, you know, I have issues and I need medicine and all this kind of stuff. And you know, I was calling just to see, like, if I did go back to work, what would my premium be like? Am I going to qualify for free health care again under this healthcare.gov that you see advertised on TV? At least I've seen it. So, you know, I'm talking to the lady and I just wanted an estimate, just because I'm a Virgo and me, you know, I need to know ahead of time. I mean, I can't be without my insulin. So the lady's like, no, we can't tell you what it's going to cost. You know, it's based on your income. I'm like, can you, and we can't tell you until you lose your Medicaid. Can't you just give me like an idea? Like, I'm not going to make hardly anything. Like, can't you, I don't understand why you just couldn't give me a ballpark, you know, a range. Is it going to cost me $20 a month or $200 a month? You know, what is it going to freaking cost me if I get on this healthcare.gov? And she couldn't give me an estimate. She's like, no, we have to go through the whole application. I mean, I guess now speaking it, I understand, I guess. I just didn't understand. But anyway, so that was no help, you know. I don't like not knowing. So anyway, I went on to like Blue Cross Blue Shield or Humana. I think I was on Humana, you know, and I put it in and I, so, you know, they asked you to get an estimate. They ask you questions like, do you go to the doctor often? I'm like, well, fuck yeah. I go constantly, every month, at least twice. I have 4 different specialists. I go to 2 doctors like all the time. And the others, you know, 6 months, and then the other 2, you know, once a year or whatever. Or like 6 doctors, I don't know. But so, you know, I answered all the questions and stuff, and I even put in some meds that, just my 2 important meds that I take So anyway, when it got to the end of all my questionnaire stuff, it came out that it was $50 a month, which, okay, all right, maybe I could handle that. But then it was like I had to pay $10 a visit for my regular doctor, $20 a visit for all my specialists, $10 a prescription. I have like 8. And, oh, my diabetes medicine was not fucking covered. So it gave me an estimate of like $233 $233 a month to go to the doctor often, to have just the regular $50 a month just to have the coverage. And for, well, it didn't count, it doesn't know how many, it didn't say, it didn't tell, you know, I didn't say how many medicines I have, but it came up with like an estimate of like $233 a month to like, I don't know, I think it might have been 5 or something. I wouldn't even fucking I wouldn't make enough driving. So that's the frustration with the government. Also, they need to change, but anyway. So that's what I found out about that. So if you are disabled, or if you have any questions about that, or if you want to know how the system works, I did talk to another lawyer, and you know, we can't really, there's reasons, but we're not going to sue. We thought about suing in federal court, which is civil court. Okay. I don't know if that came up on the screen, but I got to go in now and get my physical done. Just to have it. I don't want to lose my CDL. So if you have any questions about disability, or you have comments about the mask thing with the government, I'd love to hear it. And if there is a question about disability, if you're going through it or thinking about going through it, I can try to offer you some information from what I've learned. Okay, and you guys have a good day. It's snowing here in Chicago. I have an all-wheel drive car, and I love driving in the snow. So I like. I wish I need a big parking lot with just snow, so I can spin out and stuff like that. That's fun to me. But I will talk to you guys later. I'm glad this was a short video. I know I can talk fast. Hey, I did live in Jersey, and those people talk fast out there. So I will talk to you soon. Take care. Be safe driving in the winter, in the storms that are going all across the east and everything. Be careful. Slow down. I always tell my daughter, there's no hurry. You're never in a hurry to get killed, you know, in a car accident. So be safe. Bye-bye, guys.